You know, sometimes when you think of an idea, you get this kind of magical feeling and you just know it's going to be epic. You know, it's going to be a complete game changer. And that's how we felt about a year ago. Tim, my partner, and I had just finished our annual face-to-face meeting when we started talking about the one thing that always gets us brainstorming, and that's pondering the question, you know, what's the single biggest reason that people aren't making money online? Their biggest obstacle, or even if they are making money, what's in the way of really taking that next step and scaling up to day job quitting status, you know? Well, we knew what the obstacle was, but we didn't have a solution for everyone until now. And that solution is our new tool, IMeye. So the obstacle we identified is figuring out what opportunities to actually tackle. You know, we can teach how to build e-commerce sites, how to run CPA offers, how to do SEO, how to do AdWords, and on and on. And people learn that stuff real well. You know, folks in our forum, they get sites ranked left and right as an example. But where people kind of get stuck is, okay, what do I do next? What offer do I run? What things do I sell in my e-commerce site? What ClickBank product do I actually go after? This is what IMeye is designed to tell you. So how does IMeye work? What is it exactly? I like to think of it as an internet marketing project gumball machine. You know, you tell it what you want, spin the dial, and it pops out opportunities in the form of keyword phrases. We're going to take a look at a demo, but I really want you to watch until the end of this video. There's a bit of a surprise sort of usage of IMeye at the end that will blow you away, okay? But let's start with an AdSense example. Let's say you want to build a few AdSense sites, start making a few thousand per month from AdSense alone, which is completely doable. Let's see how IMeye could possibly help us with that.
Okay, here we are in the main IMeye interface, and you'll see it's made up of different tabs for different projects, and then within each project you can have sort of sub-projects. I'm going to just focus on the power of IMeye, not so much a tutorial on how to use it for now. But the key thing to note is that all of these columns, and there are a few more that you can add in, and you can delete some so that you can manage the view, they are all searchable, filterable, and they are sortable, okay? So it gives you incredible power. Let's take a look specifically on how we might be able to use this. We want to build an AdSense, quick and dirty AdSense empire. We want to find great keyword phrases where we can compete from an SEO perspective. We can put up a site really quickly, throw some articles up there, throw some AdSense blocks on there, and start to bring in literally thousands of dollars a month in AdSense income. The nice thing about costs per click for AdWords going up, the good thing about that is that the AdSense revenue goes up as well. So let's take a look at how we do that. Let's first say, look, we only want stuff that's going to get some decent amount of traffic. So let's look at a number like 500 searches per day. So let's say our minimum has to be 15,000 per month, which is about 500 per day, okay? Now again, we want to make sure that we can compete very quickly, okay? So I'm going to use a number, I'm going to say, look, we don't want to even look at a keyword where the competition is more than, the phrase match competition is more than 50,000 max. So let's say that. And then to further make it even easier, I want to say, look, I only want about 25,000 max pages for in-title competition. Now, if you're not familiar with what these are, don't worry about it. We will help you with this as part of a subscription to IMeye and give you an AdSense template and all that kind of good stuff. But just know that what we're trying to do is tell IMeye, I only want those keywords that I can really compete on very easily. I don't want to mess about here. Okay, so that further filters down our column. And now just have to tell you also, keyword phrases, obviously I'm blacking them out for this video because we really don't want to give them away. They're all really, really valuable, I think, as you can see as we start to drill down and look at these metrics here. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go over to domain matches, and I'm going to say I want to exclude all keywords that have an exact domain match in the top 10 already. So I'm going to get rid of all those, okay? And I only want AdWords high bids, cost per clicks, that are going to give me a minimum of $5 per click. Because again, the higher the AdWords costs, the higher the AdSense income, right? So we really want to drill down on these keywords that will pay us a lot of money for clicks and that we can really compete on from an SEO perspective, and further, where we can create an exact match domain. We can buy an exact match domain. So if the keyword phrase is dog training for shepherds, we buy an exact match domain, dogtrainingforshepherds.com. And our studies have shown, as well as others, that if you have less than 50,000 competing pages, less than 25,000 in-title competing pages, and you have an exact domain match, even if it's new, it ranks very highly, very fast, okay? So this is just to give you an example of the power here, okay? And as I said, in addition to all the filtering on all of these, you can also sort on all of these, which we'll do quickly. And let's pull out one keyword phrase. Arizona, first-time home buyer. Okay, well, that has a ridiculously low number of competing pages, a ridiculously low in-title competition, great searches, okay, more than 500 a day, and incredible AdSense cost, all right, and reimbursement levels. So you think this would be a good opportunity? Absolutely. Now, and that's just one quick example of how you might use IMeye for AdSense.
Pretty cool, huh? Okay, how about building an e-commerce site? How can IMeye help? Let's say we want to build an e-commerce site and drive traffic through SEO. Now, we own and we've seen, a ton of profitable e-commerce sites because of our niche blueprint product. And there's one thing they all have in common. None of them sell things that were sort of never sold online before the sites were developed. They just had an in, a way to get traffic for something that we already knew was profitable online. So can IMeye find those? Yes.
Okay, let's begin again with monthly searches. We want to make sure we have enough, so we'll say 15,000, 500 searches per day or so. We want to make sure that in looking for an e-commerce opportunity that we can compete quickly. So let's say we want a maximum of 250,000 competing pages. Further, we want to make sure that in addition to the competing pages being a reasonable number, that the in-title competition is reasonable. So let's say 25,000. And folks, these are, on the scale of 1 to 10, as far as how easy these are to compete with, these are way down in the lower scale there on the continuum. So, these are your 0 through 4s as far as how hard they are to compete for. Okay, maybe even 0 through 2s. They're that easy. When you look at competing pages less than 250,000 and then in title less than 25,000, these are some of the easiest keywords to compete with from an SEO perspective. Now let's come over here and say, look, I only want to look at the ones that people are selling commercial goods on, that e-commerce is being performed. Because again, what I said is that it's pretty rare that you're going to build a profitable e-commerce site around a product that's never been sold online before. So let's just take the guesswork out of it and let's only look at keywords where people are already successfully selling stuff online. Okay, and then let's take the keyword length and let's go long tail. Let's say, look, I want people with high commercial intent. Now, this is not an absolute, but typically the longer the keyword phrase, the more targeted the user is, right? It only kind of makes sense. So let's say I only want to look at keyword phrases that are at least 4 words in length. And here we just have, pages and pages of opportunity. Okay, and you can see Amazon makes use of quite a number of them. So let's go in and take a look, and we'll say we want to sort by the number of monthly searches. Let's look at the highest volumes first. Okay, so we'll sort high to low. And again, we've blacked this out, but I will show you one of these, and let's pick this one: riding toys battery powered. Look at the monthly searches. First of all, it's a very targeted keyword, right? That's somebody who clearly knows what they're looking for. It gets a lot of searches per day, right? 165,000 per month. That's more than 5,000 searches a day. The competing pages number is very low. The in title is just shockingly low. People are already selling online for this keyword phrase. And oh, by the way, Amazon is not involved there. And we can go in here and say that we want to exclude keywords that have Amazon in the top 10 as an example, and those will all go away and will leave us with other opportunities.
You can imagine how addictive and fun it is to just have IMeye continue to spit out those great e-commerce opportunities. I have spent many hours doing that. Okay, how about general affiliate marketing? Maybe you want to run a CPA offer or something like that. Let's take a look at IMeye for that purpose.
So let's get a little bit more generic here. Let's say that we want to just look for opportunities. Again, let the keywords find us, let the opportunities find us. But we want an AdWords opportunity. And we're looking for something where we can run some CPA offer or some other kind of affiliate offer, something along those lines. We'll know it when we see it. You know, when we're given a particular opportunity, we can then find a great, you know, CPA offer or something like that to monetize it. But let's look for the opportunity first. So again, we're going to do AdWords. Let's start with monthly searches. We need to have a lot more monthly searches than we do for SEO. We know from AdWords that the average click-through rate of any given campaign is about 2%. Of course, you can do better. You can certainly do worse. So we want to look at those that can get us about 100 clicks per day at least to make it worth our while. So we only really want to look at, say, 150,000 searches per month. 2% of that is about 100 clicks per day. So let's take a look at that. 150,000 is our minimum. We don't want to look at any keyword that has less searches than that. We don't care about competing pages or in title because we're not trying to compete from an SEO perspective, but we certainly care about the AdWords bid. Let's say that we do not want to pay more than 20 cents a click. Hope to pay less, but we certainly want to pay more than 20 cents a click. And let's say that we want to have our keyword length be, let's say 3, because that, you know, is a highly targeted keyword phrase then. Let's also add in our position, and let's say that we only want those in positions 1 to 3. So here you go. Now we have absolutely pages and pages and pages of opportunities where we have enough search volume. We get at least 100 clicks a day, and in some cases many more than that. And we're going to pay less than 20 cents a click, and again sometimes much less than that. We're still going to be in super high position, 1 to 3, and we have a keyword length of at least 3, minimum of 3, which indicates, you know, a pretty long tail keyword, something that someone is actually really looking for something rather than just kind of randomly surfing the web. Now this is great for, again, letting the opportunities find you, and so then you can take that opportunity, you can make something of it by running a CPA offer or some kind of an affiliate offer. But what if you already know, hey, look, I have this kind of an offer that I want to run? Well, can IMeye help you a little bit more in that way? Well, it can. Let's first get rid of the 3 minimum here, because we're going to filter this in a little bit of a different way. Let's add in affiliate categories to our columns, and let's tell IMeye, only give me keywords where other people have run campaigns for anxiety and panic keywords, you know, or offers on AdWords, and keywords that are related to those. Okay, so essentially, IMeye is just going to try and filter the keywords to say, look, these are the keywords you want if you are in this particular niche or in this, you know, if you're trying to run this category of affiliate offer. And again, it gives you just tons of opportunities if you already kind of knew what kind of opportunity you wanted to look for, what CPA offer or what kind of affiliate offer you want to run.
Now, hopefully that gives you some idea of the power behind this tool. I mean, it's pretty much impossible for me to do this video and show you all the ways to use IMeye. I have only scratched the surface here. It's like trying to do a video on the benefits of a hammer or something like that. It's next to impossible to show you all of them. But let's talk about why this is so different from tools like Market Samurai or Keyword Spy or even our own Keyword Blueprint. All of these tools absolutely have their place and they're great. But here's the best way I can describe it. You know, we found 2 great opportunities here. Arizona first-time homebuyer one, the riding toys one. We found them in minutes, or maybe even a minute. Could you have found those with the other tools? Yes. If you stumbled across it, you have to start with a seed keyword phrase with the other tools. So sure, if you already knew that sort of, you know, home buyers, Arizona home buyers was a place to start, you happen to see that particular keyword in the hundreds it gave you back, which by the way, most of the ones you'd have to wade through get like 1 search a month, and you happen to pick that one for further analyzation, then sure, you could have found it. But IMeye just gave it to you. You don't find the keywords find you. That's what we meant by that. Okay, I promised you a surprise, and here it is. I love IMeye. I think it's the most exciting tool to come our way since WordTracker. But in the last couple of weeks, we got turned on to an idea that would make it even more compelling. What if you could take a look at keywords that got some nice volume? Then, what if you could tell when domains that were already ranking on the first page of Google for those keywords were expired, or expiring, or up for auction? What if you could click a button and be taken right to the place where you could get those domains? What if that list of domains were updated every single day? No more what ifs. IMeye can do this. Now we've teamed up with Register Compass, who maintains a real-time database of all domains that are expired or up for auction, so that IMeye can tell you, hey, here's a great keyword phrase, and oh, by the way, here's where you can pick up this domain that's already in position 3 for the keyword phrase. I don't think it really gets any better than that, seriously. Well, let's take a look at that.
Finding these domain opportunities could not be easier with IMeye. As you do your searching and you're looking for opportunities within IMeye, anytime you see a green icon over here, that means that for that particular keyword, there's a domain that is already ranking in Google, okay, that is either expired, expiring, or up for auction, all right? And you can click on that icon and you will be sent to a page that gives you real-time data on that particular opportunity, okay? And this is created through a cooperative agreement between ourselves and Register Compass, and it gives you real-time information as to where this domain is available, how to get it, some other metrics about the domain, and literally a button that you can click that will send you to the place where you can obtain this domain. And essentially, you're going to get immediate traffic for a keyword that you found without doing anything, simply getting a domain that's already ranked. Now, there's two ways that you'll be able to find these domains. One is obviously as you look through opportunities in IMeye and try to find the ones that are right for you. You'll see these green exclamation points. The other way is if you simply want to look at all of the green exclamation points. You can include all keywords having a domain for sale, which I've done here, and you'll be presented with all of them so that you can look through just those if you're looking for a domain opportunity. It doesn't get any easier than this, folks.
That is out of hand. I so wish that I had that when I was starting out. All right, look, hit that add to cart button now. We have a price increase scheduled, and honestly, we have no idea how many people are gonna want this. I mean, we think it's gonna be huge, but there's a limit to what our system can withstand, and frankly, just how many people we really want to have access to this system. Don't miss out. This is absolutely a critical opportunity for you. Heck, if you just found one domain in 1 year of using IMeye that got you some decent traffic to monetize with a CPA offer or ClickBank product, you'd probably pay for a year's access to IMeye in like 30 to 60 days. And that's just using the domain piece and just finding one opportunity in 1 year. For crying out loud, we hit the add to cart button and we'll see you inside.